Hi everyone, welcome to App Beyond channel, intensive tutorials that help you build a solid foundation and go beyond. This is the SwiftUI State Management Series, one of the most important topics in SwiftUI. In this video, I will cover fundamentals of the state management, how views reflect to state changes, and how to share state between views. Alright, let's begin. Let's start with counter example. When I tap the count button, I'd like to show a number that increments start from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So I will define a count property here and use string interpolation to display. And when I tap the button, I want to increase the count by 1. We get an error because count is not a state. Despite being a var, it cannot change over time. We cannot change normal properties from inside the view's body. We have to make it a state, which is a property that can change over time and affects what users can see on the screen. To fix that, we have to mark count with @statePrivate. The error has gone, and count can now change over time, just like that. When a @state property changes, SwiftUI automatically re-renders the view to reflect those changes. And it's a good practice to always mark @state as a private property to prevent state changing from other places in unconventional ways. To summarize, we use state for properties that can change over time. Let's take a look at another example. There's a cat image and a button to toggle between cat and dog image. I want to extract each part into subviews to make the code even shorter. First, I will extract the button. There's an error because the button and the state are in the different places. The state is still in the parent view, so I have to define it here. Then place the button back in the parent view. You can see that the button changes, but the image doesn't change. It's because when we define the state like this state belongs to the toggle button alone. The state doesn't share between the parent view and the child view. To fix that, I will change @statePrivate to @binding. And remove the default value and change to the type Boolean. Then I'll fix here. Let's take a look. The type that toggle button requires is binding Boolean. Normally, when we pass the data, we would just add is cat mode. But when it requires binding, we have to add $sign and type is cat mode. And now it's working. This is how we use binding to share state between views. A binding creates a two-way connection to a state defined somewhere else in the view hierarchy. Any changes made to the binding will reflect back to the original state. Notice that when we pass a state to the binding, we have to use $sign. When we see the code with $sign, that a sign that this view has an ability to change this state, which is cat mode, and reflect changes back here. The opposite is also true. If we like to just display the state in another view, we don't have to use binding nor the $sign. For example, if I extract this image into another subview, like this, let's extract it to animal card. Okay, the scat mode is missing. The image has no ability to change the state, so I don't have to use binding. I can just say let is cat mode, and the type is the boolean, and let's place it here. And take a look, it requires just boolean, not the binding. So I can just put is cat mode without the $sign. And when I tap the button, it's working. Alright, let's summarize what we have learned in this video. First, use state to mark a property if it can change over time and affect how the view looks. Second, use binding if you want to share a state between views and you want changes in one view affect other views. But do not use binding if you only want to display the state but don't want to change its value. That's the state management fundamental in SwiftUI. In the next video, we'll talk about how to manage complex states in SwiftUI using observation framework. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.